young man's game. And it's really hard to be an older person and make music because if you think about it, a lot of times music is entertainment, and a lot of times it's like a vibe. You go to places to listen to music. You know what I'm saying? You get together with people, and when you get older, people don't really like get together to listen to new music. They get together to listen to music they grew up loving. So like even like older artists when they start to make new music. Like people check in, but it's not like the same thing because the people who make the music more popular are younger.
No clearance. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I am your host, Tyler, here with two of the most amazing people in the world. I got the AP, KC, going to do some major things. And we got producer of the pod, Mr. West himself. How we doing, good people? How we doing? Casey, how you doing?
Vibing, smoking a cigarette.
Oh my goodness.
Good old Marlboros.
Oh.
Nah, I'm more of a Newport kind of girl.
Okay.
Newport 100s. What are you talking about? You gotta get the long or the shorts. Either long or the shorts. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get either the long or the shorts.
Do you know how much
they don't
you
got
have
the
to
menthol no more. You gotta get the reds.
Not give a fuck to smoke a cigarette? Like, you really don't give a fuck about life.
Have y'all ever smoked a cigarette? Like, just took a hit? Like,
no, the smell alone just like, you know?
I did it once. I smoked a cigarette once.
Ooh,
not a full cigarette. I took a hit of one.
How
and
was it?
I was like, oh, this ain't weed.
It's really...
Like, it tastes like garbage.
It doesn't smell like it would be, ooh. You know what I mean?
You're literally smoking fire. It's literally just fire. That's what it tastes like.
I packed the lip one time.
I packed the lip. Me and Tyler did that together.
That was very interesting. Together.
Hey, just see, I understand why the white boys pack a lip.
A hell of a buzz.
You get a hell of a buzz,
man.
And you only need one drink to get drunk after packing a lip. It burns like a bitch, though.
Yeah,
you gotta spit it out.
At some point, you gotta take it out. But that thing is like, whoa.
And don't swallow that shit and make you throw up the first time. You have to get like used to it. I only did that one time.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I won't be packing a lip. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Hey, KC, man, just want to start by saying Happy Hispanic Heritage Month to you.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
And shout out to our whole, Latinx community. Out there. KC, what does it mean to you to be Hispanic? That's a good question.
I just want to name, I love being Hispanic, especially around the fall, winter time, because we got all the good shit. Christmas is the Hispanic, what do you call that? That's our time.
Coquito.
Explain.
Coquito. Have you ever had coquito, Tyler?
I think I did one time.
Yes, you have. We've tried it for the first time together, Tyler.
It's eggnog that we put a whole bunch of fucking rum
It's
into.
that coconut stuff. Remember in college when
Jay, thank you. Jay, thank you. It's been years.
That's the first time I had coquito. That's the first time we had it together.
I know.
It's really our time to shine.
That
So
was a
if
tough,
you
it was
are
a rough time for the boy, I don't like.
I don't understand what's going on right now. Because Casey, continue. I'm confused. I was just expressing that we had it together for the first time because that was the first time I had coquito. I was like, yeah, me and Tyler did it for the first time. We had it for the first time together. And I don't know, he's being weird.
So Christmas is a great time for us. We literally celebrate Christmas from November to February in Puerto Rico.
Are you serious? This is a 4-month event?
No, dead ass.
So do you do Thanksgiving?
Floaties. No, we do Thanksgiving right after Thanksgiving. Trees are up, coquito, we're in it. We're
Is it just coquito? I would like some more.
That's our staple. There's also I'm trying to
sell
think
that
of what.
shit.
Wait, so coquito is not eggnog?
It's our version of eggnog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like rum and coconut stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think of what else. There's these things that we wrap in green leaves. I forget what the fuck it's called, but it's super good. My family only makes it around Christmas time because it's It's like our version of tamales, if that makes sense. It's really, really good. It's expensive to make because of all the the ingredients you need, and you have to buy a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a fucking vibe. It's a time, and it gives us an excuse to get really fucked up.
Yeah. Right.
Not that
remember that rum? Remember that rum your mom gave me? And I took 2 shots and your mom was concerned for my life?
Oh, pitorro. You had pitorro. Yeah.
Hey, better shut up.
It'll give you some hair on your chest. It's a time though.
That shit was, I was like, oh.
Life is good during Christmas time. You can't be, you know what I mean? It's all about family. You're surrounded by the ones you love, food, drinks. It's really, literally, you're not allowed to be sad during this time.
Are you going back to Boston this year?
Fuck no. Mm-mm. I understand now why people say, oh, I can't visit like as often, because every time I go, I'm literally like, oh, Khadijah, let's do this. Oh, let's do that. I'm one person. If I go back to Boston, nobody will know.
Right.
Maybe Jada.
You gotta let like one person know. You can't let everybody know.
No. There was one time where I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna go. Right. Yeah. And I told my friend, I didn't even tell Jada. I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna head up. Wildfire. I was like, oh, nah, y'all are good. Everybody like, oh, so will you land? What we trying to get? No, too much. Social anxiety is real. I don't want to be around all y'all motherfuckers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, real thing.
Man, it's not like that when I come to Boston. I come to Boston to visit Jay. He'd be on the phone with somebody. I'd be like, what's good? He'd be like, Tyler? Nigga, you on 3-way? Nah, nigga. I'm in the city, but
I also feel like you're not from Boston. So it's there's that.
I gotta send out the bad signal. I gotta like, hey, nigga.
A lot of people that like I hang out with, that me and Tyler hung out with, don't live in Boston. So like,
oh, see, that's
so like
it's
not that people who are real cool with us aren't immediate.
Yeah, it's very spread.
Me,
but that's funny. That's awesome. Well, so what are your holiday plans? Since we're on the subject, what do you do? What you up to this year? You gonna decorate the apartment? You gonna go?
Okay, I was thinking about it. Last year I didn't get a tree, and I got a lot of flock for that. So I think this year I might give me a fake tree. You know, a motherfucker you could put up, put down, just so I can get into the festivities.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really. So maybe I'm not that Puerto Rican because I'm not into like the whole. Like I like the drinking, the eating, the party part. You know what I mean? The whole decorating and shit, I could do without. I feel
that's
like
not my thing either, but that's Drew's thing. So,
and I'm also not a hostess. I feel like I would like to be, but every time I be having more than 4 niggas at the house,
draining,
draining. And where the fuck is your coaster? Like where the fuck do you think you're at? This is a black household. You need a coaster down. A cold drink just sweating on my shit. No. And then they don't wipe either. So they spill juice, drink half the fucking can.
You got some messy ass friends, Casey.
I do. I done found fucking hair in the couch and shit. Please. Yeah. Woo. Chacho.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. This is ghetto.
Hey, question. Growing up, what Latin artists was you listening to in the house? What Latin artists was your mama playing?
Celia Cruz.
Okay.
Celia Cruz.
El Gran Cambon, or hopefully I'm saying that right. It's like a salsa group. They which is my favorite song. It's called Brujeria, which means witch. Love that song. Some Mark Anthony. What else?
Any Selena's?
My mom wasn't like anti Selena, but I think because my mom is an older woman, she wasn't into that like crowd. But me and my siblings, like Selena was our shit, you know? Daddy Yankee. What else? There was another artist. What's his name? Don Omar. He's another good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this.
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think when I tell people this is why I'm allowed to say the N-word, because I feel like I'm more aligned with my like black culture. Like as far as music goes, I don't listen to reggaeton and shit like that. Like if I just started like really fucking with Bad Bunny. I'm not into Spanish music.
I didn't know you was Puerto Rican, KC, till I met your mom.
Yeah, she's and it's very evidently clear.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Okay.
KC's mom, hilarious. That woman could crack you up.
KC, it is football season. And
Yay!
2-0,
baby! I'm 2-0, baby! I'm 2-0!
Jay's 2-0 in fantasy football. I got my first win this week.
I kind of got the wind. Yeah.
I had
Fuck you, Aaron. I whooped that nigga's ass.
I had a tough week, but I pulled out the win. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Deshaun Watson for throwing an interception and fumbling the football.
Thank you, Deshaun.
Got the dub.
Prayers down for Deshaun Watson.
Prayers up for Nick Chubb, bro.
Yeah, prayers up for Nick Chubb.
God bless that boy. That boy
Jalen's trying to contain his excitement. That's fucking crazy.
All right, now with that being said, KC, it pains my soul to see you looking lost when we start talking football. So I want to get you involved. You know what I'm saying? We got this segment is KC's picks. You know what I'm saying? Yay. For anyone out there that maybe is
new segment,
maybe wants to take a chance and see how lucky you are. Maybe listen to KC's picks. We're going to pick 5 games from the NFL season each week.
Okay.
For KC to pick.
And we're going to see next week if I was on to some shit.
We're going to keep track of it. Yeah, I got you. So we're going to start. I'm always. I love how you said that. I'm gonna start with, of course, the home team. So we're going to go Patriots versus the Jets. KC, who you got?
Damn.
Patriots are 0-2. The Jets are 1-1.
I bet he was like, "Damn, who do I pick?"
Okay, I'm gonna say. I feel like I'm fucked up Bostonian if I don't say Pats. So I'm going to say go Pats.
I think that's a good pick.
Thank you.
The Jets picked up Aaron Rodgers before the season started. He's like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He ended up tearing his Achilles the first game of the season, 4 minutes
fourth
in.
Fourth play in.
Shut up.
Yeah, didn't even make it through the fucking
That man signed a major contract. Like big time money guaranteed, and he tore.
So what happens when that shit happens? Because you can't predict that.
He still gets paid.
He still gets paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try and rehab. He's gonna try to come back. He's gonna try to come back. I don't think it's gonna look good.
Okay. Some experimental stuff.
We're going to go to the NFC. I'm going to pick. We're going to go with the Monday night game. Okay, we got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. KC.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Both teams are 2-0. KC, who you got? Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tom Brady retired. KC. Tom Brady retired. Just remember that.
No, he don't play for the Bucs no more.
He don't play for the
Eagles.
Okay, that's a
great pick. Okay,
I'm glad you knew where my mind is.
That's why you was like, oh shit. No. Tom Brady retired.
Alrighty. We got a couple more. I'm gonna pick. This is an interesting one. We got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Detroit Lions.
I'm putting money on these picks. See if you win me some money.
Atlanta versus Detroit.
What are the stats?
Falcons are 2-0. The Detroit Lions are 1-1. The game is in Detroit, which is in the dome. Both teams play in the dome, so it's pretty equal. To be honest with you.
I'm gonna have to go with Falcons.
Okay. I like that. Here's another one. What's this? That was 3, so we got 2 more. All right, 4th. I did.
That was 4.
That was 3.
Wasn't that the 4th one?
No, that was 3. That was 3.
All right, here we go.
This is the 4th one. Sorry.
The Los Angeles Chargers versus the Minnesota Vikings. Both teams are 0-2. The game is at 1 p.m. in Minnesota. Who you got?
I'm gonna say Minnesota.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right, Casey. That's
See,
right.
I'm pretty fucking good at this.
I respect it.
What's the last one?
I personally would go with Los Angeles, but
Well, for fantasy reasons,
it's gonna be a
I
tough
want
game.
The Vikings to win.
Okay, last one. I'm gonna try to give you an easy one. I think this one should be pretty solid. Chicago Bears versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chicago Bears are 0-2. The Kansas City Chiefs are 1-1. The game is in Kansas City. For reference, the Chicago Bears quarterback name is Justin Fields, and the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback name is Patrick Mahomes. Do these names ring a bell? Does the last name ring a bell?
You know they don't.
Okay.
Damn, you don't know who Mahomes is?
Chicago versus Kansas City. Have you heard of the white boy on the Kansas City Chiefs named Travis Kelce?
Oh, yes.
Like the black Yeah, the ladies like Travis Kelce.
See, when I tell my friends I want a white man, that's what I'm talking about.
It sounds like she's picking the Chiefs.
Don't sway her opinion.
Wait, don't come on, because you're messing with my process here. Give me the stats one more time.
Okay, Chicago Bears are 0-2. The Kansas City Chiefs are 1-1. The game is in Kansas City. It is a 4:30 game.
Also, one more stat. Kansas City also just won the Super Bowl last year.
Jay?
Ooh. So they got something to prove, though, right?
Fair.
They got something to prove. Okay. Chicago.
Chicago is interesting. They actually can score. I don't know about that defense, but they can score.
What wins the game? Defense or offense?
During the regular season, offense.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, defense. But
and is this considered a regular season?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at
I'm asking really good questions.
That was funny. I was funny. It's week 3.
What we got, Casey?
I'm gonna go with Chicago, Chi-Town.
All right. Hey, I like it. All right. You heard it here, good people. You heard it here. All right. Thank you, KC, for your picks.
That
is KC
I might bet on
picks.
the Bears just because you picked them. I don't think they're going to win.
All right.
Why are you putting that negative energy out?
Because the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes. That boy's nice. If his receivers just catch the ball.
That's the problem right there.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's the problem.
All right, so real quick, man. Chris Brown, the legend.
If you see, run it.
Chris Brown allegedly says he has about 15,000 songs in the safe.
And I'm going to tell you right now, that asshole better not put it on one fucking CD and then tell us, why are you not listening? Because it's too many fucking songs, Breezy.
I don't think there has enough data to be able to register that many songs.
Casey, what have you thought of his last couple albums, the 40-song joints?
I'm going to be honest with you. I am, and I'm going to speak for myself. My attention span is not that long.
Okay.
If you watch our podcast on YouTube, you can see my attention span touch and go. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking squirrel. Like I don't have a lot in me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I personally feel like the moment he started teetering into like beyond 12 songs, he lost me.
You know, I think it's interesting. I never liked those albums only because all this nigga has been doing with the music is taking a sample of a song that was popular, puts his spin on it, and he does that for 30 of the 40.
Do you see what I'm saying? And I think, let me be clear. The shit I like is, I only like it because it's on TikTok. Or it's like, you know, radio plays or shit like. It's not because I'm listening to the album. I'm not doing that. The last joint I listened to, was the Indigo.
Indigo, no guidance.
No
guidance made me had to. I say I gotta at least give it a try.
Facts. You know what I mean? But after Indigo, I was like, this ought to be legal in the music industry.
Not every song should be released. That's my opinion. Not every song should be released. If you got 15,000 unreleased songs, there's a reason why they're unreleased. And I'm surprised they weren't on one of them 40 plus song albums. Maybe some of them songs from that 40 plus song albums should be in this 15,000, because not every song needs to come out. I don't care if you got 15,000 songs in the bank. That don't make no sense.
You will imagine for the rest of your life.
That's a lot of fucking songs.
If you just set up, he don't have to make another song the rest of his life, and he just dropped 10 song projects. But once a year for the rest.
But this is what I'm saying. But Jalen, to your point, what is he classifying as a song?
Yeah,
that's fair. Some could be not finished.
Because you know what I mean? Like, I think, like you said, Tyler, he samples a lot of shit. So are we talking about these are just like samples that you just pumping out? Like, you got this idea in your head, and so you got in the booth and you just want to get it out? Or are we talking full fleshed out songs?
I must say, that's called work ethic. You gotta at least respect it.
Is it though? Because
15,000 songs.
I feel like if they suck, you're just wasting your time. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, I get Ty in the sense of like that 15,000 songs. That's accumulates.
There's a level of consistency.
To be a lot of time, a lot of consistency. Now the
effort.
Quality that's different. But I mean, you're sitting there and you're banging it out and getting it done. So I guess.
But part of making music a lot of times is
trial
or any type of art. Yeah. You throw a whole bunch of paint on the canvas, and we'll see where it go. See where it take you. You know what I'm saying?
Might be the Mona Lisa, might not be.
How long, like, of a span? Because he's been famous. He's been making music for 20 years. So, 15,000 songs. That kind of makes sense. I feel like that's not like a.
No,
if he said I got 15,000 since the Rihanna jump, I'll be like, bro, that's crazy. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because he been out since.
But you got to think when that Rihanna shit happened, he was out for a couple of years.
Yeah, he was already out for a couple of years, and that was a while ago. That was about 15 years ago.
It's a long time, boy. He been in the game.
Yeah, he been around since like 2004.
If he retired today, would we miss him?
I don't miss him now. So if he would retire,
hey, not too much on Breezy.
I love Chris Brown.
If Chris Brown said, "I'm doing my last tour,"
I'll go.
Oh, I'm hitting that.
Yeah,
I'm getting high as fuck. I'm smoking the fattest J. You hear me? And I'm gonna have a ball.
That'd be a good time. That's a good concert. I mean, you went to the Chris Brown concert, the most recent one, Casey. But
shout out to Jalen. You're the best.
Yeah, y'all
couldn't make it.
It was
he had
a good
work.
show. Yeah, fucking jobs. Tell you.
All right, man. All right, look.
But I will say, in that concert, all of us. So it's not just like us three feel this way. The whole concert, we were all cool and vibing for the radio songs. But the part that really got motherfuckers jumping was his old school shit.
Yeah.
Before he started doing the 40 songs on the CD.
Yeah. The new songs people don't really know like that.
Yeah. I mean, when I tell you, can you imagine just a concert being like, we're vibing, we're going to give you energy, but you're getting more energy off your old shit? That's crazy.
That's like the opposite of Beyonce's concert. Like, a lot of the older stuff, the people who was there was like they didn't get it, but like all the old G fans had it rocking. But then the new stuff, everybody's rocking. But with Chris Brown, it's like the new stuff. It's not like rocking, and then the old stuff's like, you know, it's like the opposite of Beyonce. Chris Brown's a funny nigga, man. I don't know why you gotta tell people you got 15,000 songs. Like, why is this news?
Because he just talks.
Like I just wonder. Is it because of the cocaine? Because you know he's on cocaine.
Oh, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I finally saw Cocaine Bear. By the way, Jay, what a fucking movie!
What the fuck is Cocaine Bear?
So it's this stupid movie that was stupid on purpose.
It was based on a true story.
Loosely.
Niggas was out here dumping cocaine out of a plane, right? And a fucking bear ate some cocaine and pretty much got addicted to cocaine, feeding the baby cubs cocaine.
Well, in real life, the bear died, of course. But
Oh.
then they made the
Loosely
story.
based.
The movie was like,
Yeah.
oh,
the bear started killing
yeah, it was just killing
because
people.
bears are actually supposedly friendly, or they really don't kill humans.
Yeah, they don't. They're not.
Not,
they don't
not
really,
the way
unless
them
they feel
niggas
threatened.
bust in a motherfucker's house and car.
Yeah, they
Well,
eat
they're
the
not
food.
like they're
You know,
not
they
trying
hungry.
to kill you. They're looking for food.
Niggas hungry. You know
If
what
they
I'm saying?
see you, they probably won't attack you. They'll probably be more scared.
You got to pretend you're bigger.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know.
like.
I watch a lot of survival shows. You got to
Yeah,
pretend you're
that's
bigger.
what they
than
Bears
said.
are
That's
scary.
what say. If it's black, attack. If it's brown, lay down. That's what I heard in the movie. All right, here we go.
That's like that movie with Leo got attacked by that bear. Remember that movie with that Leo got attacked by that bear?
That boy Leo attacked now.
That boy laid down for sure.
That
Bear
boy was
fucked
la-
up his back, but that
Oh,
bear done laid down.
Lord.
He done laid down. He
Hey.
laid down.
Fuck.
That bear fucked up his back.
It's black
Ooh, Lord.
attack. If it's brown, lay down. Love to
Hey,
see
just play that.
All right, my bad. Now speaking of R&B legends, man, big shout out to Diddy. Diddy dropped an album called Love Off the Grid, and let me just say, amazing. I truly enjoyed it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it gave you everything you needed in an R&B album. He set out Love Records is a record label specifically for R&B. He set out to do what he needed to do, and I thought it was great. A lot of amazing features. Shout out to Josie. Shout out, what's my girl? Jasmine Sullivan. Her. The Dream made an appearance. Even though the song with The Weeknd, y'all know how I feel about The Weeknd, but it was solid. I just think, shout out to Diddy, man.
It was alright. It was an alright album.
I listened to the whole thing.
I couldn't get through it.
Did you listen to the whole thing?
It wasn't very good.
Then you can't tell me.
Opinion.
Did you get past the intermission?
It was not very good.
Did you get past the intermission?
It was not a very good album. It doesn't matter.
Did you get past the intermission?
If the album is not so bad that you can't finish it, that says something.
I'm trying.
It was
to tell
not
people,
very good.
I
had to listen to all of it, but it wasn't very good.
First half of the album, give you something to step to, give you something to two-step, right? Then he gonna like, all right, we gonna slow it down. Nigga, after the intermission, maybe about the next 6, that's all straight. Give me that 90s feel, baby making type shit. Just straight for the vibes. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Kim Porter and finish it off smooth. I don't know what else we want.
It was alright. What'd you think, Casey? Did you listen to it?
Is this mic on?
It's on.
I do not fuck with P. Diddy musically. Here's my rationale. I'm still butthurt about day 26 and Identity Kane. Ask me why.
Why?
Because this motherfucker is so fucking shiesty that he didn't give the rights to the song and didn't allow these bands to continue banning because he wanted to be petty and make it seem like he's this like great guy. The contract, basically they couldn't say or do anything bad about P. Diddy. They couldn't say, it was like really like a 360 deal, if a 360 deal was still a thing. Hopefully it's not. Probably is, but yeah. No, fuck him. You gonna introduce me to... He's the epitome of introducing us to a vibe he cannot fucking maintain. Day 26? What?
I still remember. I
safe to say you didn't listen to the album.
She listened to the album.
I was gonna say, I was like,
I still remember the song they sang on that show.
I
love that hood.
And you know how big of an asshole you got to be to tell me to go cross the Brooklyn Bridge to go get a fucking cheesecake, and you don't even fucking eat it, and you complain, motherfucker. I just walk. Anybody that lives in New York knows that wasn't no 5-second walk.
By the way,
that was iconic.
Diddy gave back everybody who signed with Bad Boy. He gave all the artists they masters.
No, you had to sign a paper. If you didn't sign the contract, you didn't get that shit back. There was a catch.
If you didn't sign, You
gotta
sign
something to get you. That's a dumb business decision if you didn't sign something.
No, it was the fine print on the shit. I gotta find the interview. One of the girls from Danity Kane, she was like, no, he was trying to give us our masters back, but if you didn't, if you read the contract, that shit really wasn't in our favor. I gotta find that interview again, but
yeah, show me.
Yeah, I need to see that because that sounds like a good. I don't know how you could get
and
a catch.
I'm still. I think he had something to do with you know what.
Don't even start. Don't even start.
Don't even start. Don't even start.
I didn't say it. I just
we
said
know what you alluded to.
What you alluded to. That is the most. I hate that damn theory. That's so. It's so messed up.
My third,
Tyler. Imagine
third eye.
Imagine I get shot and everyone think you did it, Tyler.
He's too chill about it. He's too relaxed.
That's just like crazy.
I gotta be relaxed about it because I was like, why the fuck would I shoot this nigga?
Exactly. Like it's so crazy.
With that being said,
I will say, I've fallen off Diddy as well. I watched his performance at the VMAs and it made me sad.
Why?
It made me sad. It looked like the man was grasping for some damn love. He was fucking like, appreciate me. Like that's how it felt like during his performance. Like it was cringy. Like
but tell me.
Not cringy.
It was so cringy. I was like, did he whack now? Like what the hell happened?
Tell me what. Tell me
that's
why
why
you did
but this is my theory. This is why I think he fucked with Carisha because Carisha is giving him that like currency, that like I'm current and relevant
for sure.
And she's getting fucking money.
You can just tell he's too old to be like making like he's just old now. He looks like the old nigga at the club.
We talked about this last episode. You got to know when to just
hang it up. Yeah.
Well, let me just say, for a nigga that's too old for shit, this was a good album. Now, Jay, what?
Tyler, I feel like you say that about a lot of albums.
I wasn't feeling it, man.
I've said there's certain albums I've said I don't like. I appreciate this project.
I wasn't feeling it, man. I lost interest. Like it just like all right, I get it. Like it just didn't feel. It didn't feel.
I like Sway Lee. This nigga Sway Lee actually might have a career in R&B. Very surprised. I was very surprised at his job.
Not a career now, barely.
No,
Sway Lee from
Ray Sherman. Like what was singing? I was like, this is
no, but Sway Lee go crazy though.
I know.
No. He wrote Formation. Like the nigga, his pen is
very
crazy.
Talented.
Yeah.
His solo stuff ain't it.
No.
He's good. He's good for a feature.
But once again, you got to know your strength.
And he knows it.
What did Whitney say? I didn't know my own strength. Down, bumbo. You got to know. You got to know.
Well, look. Shout out to Diddy. Y'all, hey, whoever listen, man, listen to the album. Let us know what you think. You know what I'm saying?
Don't feel like you got to rush it, though.
It's okay.
I will say the one
if you have time.
Yeah, if you got time, if you feel interested.
The one joint that I wasn't, sadly, the one joint I wasn't the biggest fan of was the one with Mary J. Blige. And
really?
I really wasn't the biggest fan of it because it's just, okay. They sampled Mary J on a Mary J song, and she didn't sound like the sample. Like she didn't sound like Mary J.
How you gonna sample her on the song she on?
Like she sang on the song, and she sang on the song, and then they took like a little snippet of an old Mary J. joint and put on the end, which sounded cool. But then you listening like, bro, Mary J. don't sound like Mary J. Now. Look, people get older.
Like in a bad way?
Yeah, was it bad?
Yeah, like,
people get older, their voice changes,
No, but
I don't know, bro. Beyonce.
I gotta listen. Now I'm gonna listen to that one song.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna listen to that one song.
No, that joint was rough, but the joint with Ty Dolla was hard. Ty Dolla was on there a lot. Oh, I wanted to talk about this a couple episodes ago. But big shout out to Josie. So Josie is one of the artists signed on Love Records.
How you spell it?
Jozzzy.
Okay. I see that name.
She actually wrote the hook for Virgo's Groove. first of all, Shorty can really sing, but I was like, she's in one hell of a lane, because I was thinking like I'm pretty sure she's gay, or what's the lesbian? What's the right term? She's part of the LGBTQ plus community.
There you go.
Shout out my letter mafia people.
And I feel like specifically women in that lane have they could sing to such a wide audience. Like it's actually like a very it's low key a superpower to be in that lane. Like cause you could you're singing to women, but it's coming off like a nigga singing to a woman. And then on top of that, the niggas fucking with it because it sounds like this is the shit I would say to a woman. And so it's like, damn. Shorty, she got something there. I mean, shout out to all of them. Shout out to, what's Shorty name?
Trifecta going on.
Shout out to Sid. Shout out to Josie. Shout out to, Kaylani.
What are you talking about?
Am I not making sense, Casey?
No, you are making sense. It just sounds like a high thought.
Okay,
That's what it sounds
Is
like.
it?
Yeah, low key.
Tyler, you ate a little
Yeah,
something? You had a brownie?
Nah, I've been thinking about this for a minute. I'm like, damn, they really got an
makes sense,
advantage
but
on
that
It
this.
makes sense, but like it sounded like a
That's some
high
shit.
thought.
Yeah, very high.
It looked
thought.
like it sounded like you was like, hey, you ever think about lesbian R&B singers? They sing to the man and the woman. A man could really fuck with a lesbian R&B singer.
It was
That's
that,
how it
it was. I don't know what comedian made this joke, but like being high and then being like, why do they call it a love seat? Can you not sit in the seat if you're not in love?
I want to tell our listeners what's so wild about this. I've brought this up in like conversations before the conversation, like a couple times in previous recordings.
I know, but the way you just explained it just now, the shit sound
Maybe the way I just explained it was crazy.
Jalen, you're not
it had to
crazy.
be
I
the way
get it.
that's why I'm laughing, because that shit was funny.
I'm just saying,
I
that's
mean,
a hell of a. Oh,
So-
my bad, ombre as well. Is it ombre or amber?
I don't know. But Sid is my favorite.
Damn,
I fuck with Sid.
Ombre,
Sid the
I
Kid.
think it's ombre. I think it's ambre or something like that. She from New Orleans. She straight. She tough. I like her too. Anyway, I like these women. They can sing.
I'm happy for you.
Shout out to Josie. Love you
I'm
today.
happy for you.
Anyway, we'll move on. While we're on old people making music, big shout out to Nas. Magic 3 dropped. That's 6 albums in 3 years. Yeah, nobody's going to have an opinion on this besides me, so we're going to move on.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm happy he finally got good beats consistently. If he had better beats back in the 90s, early 2000s, I felt like
I thought there was a
but.
but.
No, there wasn't a but. I wasn't a but. I was
just
just saying, like, if he got better, I feel like if he got better beats than the 2090s, more people who aren't just like hip hop heads would love Nas. I feel like Nas is like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper type of guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like people, you know who Nas fans are, you know? They always be like, yo, all this new stuff's trash. You gotta go back to how Nas used to rap.
I don't think Nas fans are doing that.
I feel like a lot of people who like Nas are like real, like they
No,
really like
but
hip hop. They like a certain type of
it's-
hip hop.
It's like hip hop connoisseurs type of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they treat it like a fucking
Like it's wine.
philosophy theory. Yes,
Yeah.
it's wine.
What do y'all think? Nas was saying that he feels like a lot of the older rappers should be making, like if you want to make music, like they should be making more music and really like making sure they do it for the art instead of
I'm gonna
the
say
check.
no.
I feel like music is a young man's game. And it's really hard to be an older person and make music, because if you think about it, a lot of times music is entertainment, and a lot of times it's like a vibe. You go to places to listen to music. You know what I'm saying? You get together with people, and when you get older, people don't really like get together to listen to new music. They get together to listen to music they grew up loving. So like even like older artists, when they start to make new music, like people check in, but it's not like the same thing because the people who make the music more popular are younger. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's tough for like to make being older. Like if you make music and you're older artists, you can't do it to make money. You do it because you want to do it.
But okay.
Yeah, I think that's what he was saying, right?
Yeah.
I agree. But this is my thing. I think there's not, and this doesn't even have to be an old artist thing, but there's not a lot of artists who can transcend time. My rationale with that is certain artists cannot move with the time. They can't evolve. An artist that I would say in the hip hop realm that I could think of that could probably hang it up would have to be the Minaj. She had her time. She had her time. And I say this as being a bar. Like I don't really call myself a barb because I feel like when you're a barb, you're not entitled to like an authentic opinion. When I say this, when Nicki first came out, I mean killing them, manslaughter. You know what I mean? Now it's like you're just yelling, Nick. You're not evolving lyrically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just got to know when to hang. And that's not just for rap. I think that's for music too. Like just singing R&B, you got to know when it's like, hey, you know what? This is Jagged Edge. They had a time.
Mm-hmm.
They hung that up because their time was over, and they did not know how to transcend.
Even if you think about it, right? Mary J, she dropped the album that was Grammy nominated. A lot more people our age, I feel like didn't even know she dropped the album.
They only knew that Good Morning Gorgeous shit.
Yeah, just that one song. So like I feel like just in general making music and entertaining people, the people you're entertaining, the masses are younger. So like you have to be able to make music for the times. Like
I think
if you have a fan base, no, you make music for your fan base, but if you're making music and you want to make money making music, you only have a small window.
Mm-hmm.
Like after a certain amount of time, you're only making music for your fans. I feel like, not many artists like can make music as they get older. Like not like people like I was talking to Jay the other day. She told me one of her students said Drake is old. So it's getting to that point. He's 35. He's not old at all.
Drake, see this was so weird about the music industry. They say it's a young man's game and the music going to the teenagers and shit. But the teenagers are broke and don't have no money.
Yeah.
So I always be interested about that. It's like
that's
why?
always been
that way. It's
no,
always
no,
been
I
that
get
from the beginning of time.
Hip hop's interesting because it's still a very young genre, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen in other genres older artists make albums later in their careers and do very well. Mm-hmm. Now, hip hop it will be interesting to see how that works for older artists. Now we've seen Jay-Z's 444 was amazing. And he was, you know what I'm saying? Nas just
not
turned
everybody's
50.
Jay-Z.
I'm not saying not everybody's Jay-Z. What I'm saying is if you do have the fan base, you should continue to serve your fan base.
That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
I would say this too. I think Jay-Z is one of the examples of knowing how to maintain your like lyrical thumbprint while still moving with the time. Does that make sense?
And if you think about it, a lot of rappers try to sound like Jay-Z. Jay-Z is one of those rappers that people try to be like. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of the way he raps or a lot of things he says is still in hip hop now. So like when he makes something, it's like, oh, the GOAT's dropping something, you know? I feel like even with other genres of music, like the older people, they make newer albums when they get older, but it doesn't hit the same. When they go on tour, they do the classics. Think about all the rock shows that all the white people go to. They're not playing their new stuff. They're playing their old stuff from the 90s and the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So like, music in general, I think it's like maybe in other genres, you got a higher cap where it's like, all right, now you need to like just do your old shit, you know? But like, in hip hop, it seems like once you get to a certain age, unless you are like somebody who like can maintain a large audience for decades, for the long last time, it's hard for you to make music. Like 50 Cent, he drop an album right now, people will listen to it, but not like
Not
everybody.
with that same like
Exactly.
force or momentum.
It's not like the same. He's not gonna have a song go number one. You know what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate. But like, I would respect it unless the song's like really good. But like, he's not gonna. If he just comes out making music for himself, that shit ain't gonna go number one. And it's just because of the times. The culture changes over time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that wasn't the question though. That wasn't the question. Nobody asked if it was gonna go number one. All he was saying was, "What do you think about artists continuing to make music?"
That was Jalen adding his 2 cents.
That was my argument though. Like it's like, it's just harder to make. If you do it to make money, you have to do it because you just want to make music for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of artists try. I mean, Busta Rhymes dropped the album a couple years back.
He dropped that song with Coi Leray.
Couldn't take. I mean, I don't know. It didn't. I remember Joe. What that nigga name? Joey Crack.
Jalen.
Fat Joe. I remember Fat Joe dropped a single, but I don't know if he did a whole album or not.
He did. Oof.
No, he needed to lean back on that one. See, I did that.
And that Busta Rhymes album, when you're talking about when he was on 85 Self, talking about he got a new album coming out. That was oof.
So look, I mean, you could try. They could try. They could try. But I mean, I will say what Nas did was definitely something special. Him and Hit Boy, they put together
his fans love it.
2 trilogies, which both was very solid, very good music. One got a Grammy out of one of them. So I mean, look, I don't know if he done or not. He actually in the 3rd album, it was like his 50th birthday when he dropped. So this nigga's officially 50. Which is
this is my thing. I don't know what rapper it was, but in New York they opened up a juice bar. I mean, that's cool.
Oh, Styles P. Yeah,
Styles P. Yeah, he got a juice bar. I mean, Styles P.
When in doubt, open up a fucking business.
That's another example. Styles P. What he dropped the album. I mean? He's dropped
open up a
recently.
Juice bar. Get a fucking
Styles P and Havoc did an album together about a year ago. Yeah.
But they not. But that's for play because they got that juice bar money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, the blueprint.
If you want to do shit for play, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
cool.
No pun intended. But the blueprint has been set. Like at a certain age, you got to get your money together outside of hip hop before you go out here making more music.
Music in general is a young person's game.
Yeah.
Like it has a shelf life on being popular in music.
And you got to think too, in R&B, you're not really making money off the music itself. They make a lot of money off touring. I feel like, are you going to sell out? Are people buying your tickets? And I think that now we're getting into what Jalen said about popularity and if people are really tuning into you. Because, okay, you release it, cool. But now the money is the touring. Are you going to be able to sell out different cities, multiple cities? What does that look like?
Are you going to have to do theaters, arenas? You're not going to do a stadium. You're either going to do theaters or arenas. And if you're not doing arenas, you're doing theaters. It's not making that much money.
Hey, and you know what? I would do theaters, though. Fuck around.
Yeah, there's a lot of theaters.
Because it's easier to, you know what I mean?
And
pack that bitch out.
Yeah, easy to pack it out. Mm-hmm. But I feel like in R&B, at least you got a higher shelf life.
You do.
It depends on how you consider.
Depending on the genre, there's different shelf lives. Like being a pop star, you got to like 26 when you're done.
Like, no lie, Tyler, I feel like Anita Baker not too long ago said she was going on tour, right? I'm going to see Anita. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Fair.
And it's been years, decades. So I
think like, shelf life in hip hop looks a little different. I think to me,
oh, for sure.
Yeah. To me, shelf life in hip hop is when a song is still being sampled just as much, like 20, 30, 40 years down the road. Like, I feel like your stake in hip hop is kind of weighed differently. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's for a lot of music, but when you know you actually made something really good, it's going to show down the line. Like at some point, even if you can't tour, you can get paid if your business is right. You can get paid off of the royalty, off of all types of shit like that.
That's valid too.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. We'll see. I mean, we still got to see.
Popularity wise, like shelf life, I feel like in hip hop is like
10.
10 years, yeah.
Not even, right? We just talked about it last week. Like a lot of
18
niggas
to
ain't
like,
even
it's
here.
like once you hit
A lot of
30,
niggas
it's
not
like
here.
you start to go in the decline.
Mm.
I mean,
Once you're out
technically
your
speaking,
20s,
though,
I
I
feel
will
like.
say Drake is old though. We
He's
can't
35.
act like Drake not old in music.
You know what?
Music
But
years wise.
But I also feel like I underestimated how old these artists were. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know how old Nicki was. I didn't know how old Drake was.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, oh, these niggas are actually like fucking old.
Speaking of Drake, "Slime You Out" is single from the album drop featuring SZA.
Which I'm happy about because they was beefing for years allegedly.
Because they used
been-
to
I
fuck.
didn't hear about
Yeah,
that.
they was taking shots. They've been taking shots for a decade at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad he meant it. I'm glad
They're
that
both
they
Scorpios, so I mean,
figured
like,
that out.
it's not surprising.
I like the song. It made
I
me
enjoy
excited for the album.
It did. It did.
It did sound like it really did sound like SZA wasn't in the room when she made her verse. It was quick to the point. It looked like she held on. It sounded like she held on for that for a little bit, and then sent it to her.
KC,
Like he'd been
can
asking
you,
for it for a minute. It wasn't bad. It just that's how the verse felt. It felt like he just plugged it in.
I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. Can you explain what does it mean to be slimed out?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand.
I gotta look up the lyrics because
Because from what it sounds like,
I'll read the first verse here. It says, "You bitches really get carried away, making mistakes, and then you beg me to stay. Got me wigging on you like I'm Arrogant Tay. Shout out Arrogant Tay. That nigga go crazy on the wigs. You know what I mean?
I really, it sounded like slime me out, mean like, oh, you gonna do me dirty? Well, watch this. I want
That's
all of
okay.
this
yeah, that's
bag.
how I
want-
thought it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like if I
feel
spend all this
like-
money on you, I got you a car. The car gonna come back. That's what it sounds.
Basically, like I'm tit for tat. Like
Yeah.
you taking it low, I'm taking it to hell.
I'm
Okay.
sliming you for them kid choices you made. That was a lazy bar
Mhm.
right there. That was a lazy bar.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
Oh,
Hold on
hold
one
on. This is why I gotta get next to Drake. Send wires on wires on wires. Hold on. I know what that means. You sending money.
yeah.
And something telling me Drake ain't sending $20.
KC,
You know what I mean?
KC, break this down for me. He said wigging you out like who?
Arrogant Tay.
Who the fuck? What the fuck is that?
She
Arrogant
just
Tay-
said.
He's a hairstylist and he's known for like his lace front wigs. He does a phenomenal. I'll
Yeah.
send you some of his work. He does a really
Yeah.
good job.
He's solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solid dude.
Where's he based? Yeah, LA nigga or something?
Atlanta, but he flies anywhere. He's the one who does Nicki's wigs.
Oh,
he's
wow.
She do have good
Wow.
wigs. She do.
I
Have
mean,
good
the
wigs.
shit. When I tell you bust down, Tyler, his shit be bust down. Yeah.
I thought the song was okay though. I thought the song was okay. It made me excited.
Didn't
for
you
the
just say
album.
you liked it?
Yeah, but
I think I said I liked it. No,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
you said it too.
Yeah.
I like it. I think
Yeah.
I would have. I'm not gonna hold you now. I do enjoy the song. I would have liked if they would have went. If maybe it was SZA that just could have went more.
I feel like that's why I said I feel like SZA's verse was like she recorded somewhere else and they just sent it over. Like it didn't feel like they was in the same room. I feel like you needed that energy of them being in the same room making music. I feel like that would have came out in the song.
Is it me?
Ooh, but hold on. This part right here. Fucked out of pity. It's cute that you're lame.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Hold on. I gotta tune in after we get off.
Drake.
Hold on, man, real quick. Didn't it sound like she recorded that the same song she recorded the Travis Scott song? Didn't they both give the same vibes?
Yeah,
Ooh.
the same thing with Travis Scott. It sounded like she did it on her own and sent it over. You could tell.
Motherfucker was like, drop the beat.
She was like,
Did that shit on the phone. Sent the voice memo like, damn, here.
she was like, this nigga Aubrey want a song. Okay, I guess.
I will say this: if we got a SZA feature, you think we're gonna get a Cole feature?
I mean, this bitch went for the jugular though.
What-
Dip because
Okay.
it's mid. I can't fake like it's hanging.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. If I was Drake, I would be like, nah, bitch, another one.
Are they talking shit to each other in this song?
Nah, I think
I don't know, friend.
Drake literally said, "I'm gonna pass this to Scissors so she can talk her shit."
Yeah, but like,
verse.
Damn.
is she like? Are they like talking shit to each other in the song?
She might be thinking about Aubrey.
Yeah,
Not
that's what I'm
Drake,
saying. Like,
because
are
you
they
know she
talking-
dated Aubrey. She didn't date Drake.
But I don't know if I have a Cole feature on the album. I don't know if that is just a preview for that. I don't know.
I've seen videos of Cole at a couple of Drake's concerts, and Drake was like, "Can I be on the album?" Like he literally said this on stage, and Cole was like, "All right, man."
Because you put him on, because he's putting him
They
on
put
the
him
spot.
on blast. Put him on
Yeah.
blast.
I would love
He
to
would
see.
be an
I would
asshole if
love,
he said no.
I would
on
love
stage.
Cole. We ain't heard Cole and Drake since in the morning. Like
Yeah,
Hey, and that
Been a
kind
long
of
time.
shit
13
go.
years ago.
That shit go hard.
mad long
They
ago.
do.
What is
They
that?
do, man.
2010, 13 years ago.
yeah,
Damn,
2010,
Yeah, it's mad long.
2010, man.
I'm fucking getting old.
All right. Oh yeah. Halle Berry was tripping. Well, she wasn't tripping. She
I
was
think
not
she
tripping.
was tripping.
She was for sure tripping. I don't.
think-
This
I
is
don't
my
know,
thing
man.
about it. I would understand if it was a private photo, but I don't know what people don't understand about the internet. When that is a photo, if I go on Google, I could find it. Like it's not like
Yeah.
a private, intimate photo.
He also didn't use it as the album art. He just posted the picture on his Instagram. He didn't
Yeah.
use it as the album art. If you search it up, that picture doesn't pop up. It didn't pop up at all. That's why I was looking.
No,
for
but
it.
what I'm saying is like that was from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like if
So
she
it's
didn't
like
own that picture,
Yeah, so it's like you're being weird about something that you don't even own. It's strange.
Halle Berry.
Is there a principle to it though? The fact that like
Well, he asked.
she asked him, she asked her, she said, no,
He asked her.
respectfully.
Yeah.
But
And
I
then he
don't.
posted it?
I would say if it was something he used as the album art or something,
Yeah.
cool. Then it was like, hey, do you mind? But if
But
I'm
he posted a
just
picture on
posting
Instagram.
Well, that's what it was. He asked if he could use it as the single art, and she said no. And then he just posted it on Instagram. So like, it's not like he used it as he's not making money off it. That's why he had to ask her because he's using her likeness to make money off of it. But he's not. He just posted it on Instagram. So she's tripping.
she's bugging.
Yeah, she's
Respectfully.
tripping. Halle Berry's tripping.
Respectfully.
Great picture though.
No,
That
it
shit was
is.
funny.
It is. KC, I need you to break down the Offset and whatever this other nigga name is.
Hey, this
situation.
other guy's a fucking bozo. He's a fucking loser.
And then Nicki Minaj husband? Ain't that
Yeah,
Nicki
he's a
Minaj
fucking
husband?
loser.
Oh, that's who
I
he
think.
is?
I think he's a pedo. No bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I
I
heard
think he's on the. He has to be on the register.
Yeah, he had like a rape charge of an underage girl.
Yeah, fucking weirdo.
It's getting crazy.
So I think obviously it doesn't. Unless you live under a rock, Cardi B and Nicki are not locked in. They have switched up. They're not cool. They don't fuck with each other. I think that Nicki's husband started getting in female business, as Offset would put it, and so just on some tough guy shit. I ultimately think he's somebody that feels like, oh, I'm this street nigga. I gotta kind of have my like reputation, like I'm hard. You're on the corner of an empty street.
So
Like,
what happened? So
It-
what do you say?
It wasn't anything that was said specifically from what I can dig up, but it was just on some him trying to be a tough guy. Their beef with Nicki and Cardi, and it just him being stupid.
So I know, but
There-
like, what did he do though? Like, I don't
There
understand
wasn't.
why they're. Just
I
going-
couldn't find anything that was like a turning point. The only evidence I could find was Offset reaching out to Keith or whatever his name is, like, "Yo, what's really good with you? Let's meet up. Like, where you at? Drop the pin." But I cannot find what he said to trigger Offset to say that.
Okay,
But I'm just gonna assume, based on what Offset has said, like, yo, you're a clown. Like, you trying to get in on women shit, and that's not your place. That's not your business. Stick to yours. I'm gonna stick to mine. And Offset was very unbothered. Was on live stream.
He was at the Colorado game.
Yeah, he was at the Colorado
on
game. Yeah.
Live stream 24 hours with Kai. Was at the Colorado. I mean, literally the epitome of unbothered. Meanwhile, Nikki, your husband's on the corner talking about pull up with 2 other grown ass men.
Wait.
I swear.
So that was so his name's Kenneth Petty. He responded to Offset's videos. Yeah. And he was on the corner of a street talking about pull up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Offset responded by getting off of PJ. It's like, nigga, we are not the same. We are not, like, I'm not about to do this with you.
I like that.
Like,
I like
you
that
are grown.
response.
You know what I mean? Because we're not. Like, I'm getting off of PJ. You're on a street corner with 2 other grown ass men talking about pull up. That's weird. It's strange, and it's just like your wife makes too much money for you to choose that life. Do you know what I mean? Nicki fucking Minaj, like and you're on the corner of a street talking about pull up. It's bum energy, bum energy.
Yeah, you hate to see it. You hate to see it today.
Hate to see, but and I also think when I'm tying back to bongos. This is why Cardi said, my BD amigo, your BD a 0.
Damn.
Shots and shots. Oh, shots on shots.
But I think it's Nikki, get your nigga, because this is out of control. Keep him in the house.
I mean, the guy has always been weird, though. Like, he just kind of came out of nowhere. And she's like, I'm married. It was...
you know what?
Congrats.
I really was rooting for her and Nas. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh, she did it, Nas?
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
He said in the interview, I'd be lying to say I don't miss her. So she need to kind of drop
now,
this
Nas
and
is
get a hero.
Yeah, even when she was Meek Mill, that was better.
Nas hasn't had a good relationship.
I mean, it's better than this guy.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
Nicki Minaj is a very interesting woman. I mean, I really hope she could just figure it out and find a lane that makes her less embarrassing. Because
it's so cringe. It's so cringe.
Like, it's kind of like you know what, she do real good on radio, but like she's just a hater. Because every time I've listened to the radio station, she always hating on somebody. This is why I'm bringing this to a conversation we had in the group chat the other day.
Is she like
Joe Budden being a bunch of haters? This is how I feel. I feel the same way about the Joe Budden podcast as I do about Nicki Minaj.
Shit, is Joe Budden the male version of Nicki?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
Shit.
He just was never as big as her.
No,
I can see that. I see that because Joe has always felt like a lot of the artists of today pretty much copied his blueprint, but they had more of the technological advancements to push their career than he did. And I feel like Nicki being that first, women, the first, female rapper of today's climate to really, hit the scene. She's probably had to go through a lot of shit that a lot of the other, artists haven't.
But the shit, this is the shit that blows my mind, is from the new artists, and let me reiterate, from new artists like Lotto, Cardi, when you look at their beginning interviews and they're like, all right, who is somebody you look up to in the game? Every single person has said Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
They have given her flowers. It's just that you want motherfuckers to choke on your dick. And it's like, no.
Everybody's her son.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's her son.
Don't get me wrong.
We might be her sons too. Everyone's her son. All these
you know what I mean? But Nicki, you have to know when enough is enough. People are gonna say, "Hey, you're up there. Lil Kim's up there." Like they gonna give you your respect. But I feel like she just wants motherfuckers to not, almost to sabotage themselves.
She
spite her. Do you know what I mean?
She low key is acting like how Lil Kim was acting towards her.
Ooh, talk about it.
Like, because everyone was like, Lil Kim, stop being so mean to Nicki. Just give, just be cool with her. And everyone, and she was like, nah, fuck her. Right? And now Nicki Minaj gives this energy, not to everybody, but to the ones who get real popular, except for Meg. But it's like she kind of tried to recruit Meg under her before Cardi got a hold of her. Or,
you know what? But this is my thing. And I think Meg is going to go far. because Meg, at the end of the day,
She don't care.
She don't care, and it's all about genuine energy. She said it in an interview. Cardi has definitely fucked with me. She was like, Cardi could have jumped ship along when everybody else didn't fuck with me. She could have jumped ship, but Cardi stayed, rocked with me, made sure I was good. Aside from the music shit, and stuck with me. I do not see Nicki sticking with her. I think we did an episode about fucking maybe a year or two ago about Nicki talking about some female. It wasn't Meg, and was just like, oh, well, she was complaining or she won. Like, Nicki is not a girl's girl. I don't know how to explain that. Like, she the type of friend, like, you get assaulted and she looking at you like, well, you wore the short skirt, bitch. Dead ass. She's not a girl's girl. I'm being honest. Cardi the one like, yo, let's go get this nigga. Like, we out. Nicki's not riding for you. Nicki's
Maybe she
getting in
just
her car
been in
and
the
driving
industry too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, after a certain point, being in the industry and trying to like gain people's favor.
Yeah,
You know, some people get like that being famous. Like, when you try to gain people's favor for so long that when other people come, you're like, whoa, you're trying to take from me. And like,
no, but this is my thing. Is Nicki is in a place where I would say she's on her Jay-Z status. Nobody, we've given you your props. Female wise, I would say I'm not saying she's the only one. Let me reiterate, but I'm saying she's one of those up there.
Like, she's at that point in her career where she could just be like, just chill.
Yeah, she could hop on. She's in that like
give advice and shit.
Early retirement. Remember when Jay was like his first retirement, where he was like chilling? You know what I mean? Might hop on a feature or two. That is where she needs to be. Don't be pressed about Pink Print. Well, we're not asking for it.
She performed that song at the VMAs, and I was like, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. This is the bitch to me.
I'm like, oh, what? Like,
hey man,
Nicki.
the other day,
that shit is not it, bro. Come on.
The other day, "Moment for Life" came on my shuffle. I was like, damn, this was.
Oh, I can spit that song bar for bar.
Such a good
bar for bar.
Hey,
that shit is hard.
Every time they went to commercial and came back from commercial, they played that damn song during the VMAs because Nicki Minaj was hosted.
Hey man, look. All right, man. Listen.
Hey, R.I.P. to Nicki Minaj's career.
All right. Well, let's.
The barbs are gonna eat us the fuck up.
Are there even any barbs anymore? I don't know anyone who's a Nicki Minaj fan. I don't know anybody that's a Nicki Minaj. Her new stuff.
Except for Casey.
Her new stuff. Casey's a fan. Casey's a fan.
No, I'm saying this because I fucking love Nicki. I ride so fucking hard. We're all fucking rooting for you. We were fucking rooting for you. I need her to get back in the dungeon.
This episode has gotten into old
question, Casey. What's a Nicki song that got a good intro?
Ooh, a Nicki song that got a good intro. Fuck. Oh. That's her song or a feature?
You can give me a feature. That's all I get. That's the only thing I know her from.
Damn. I would say "Moment for Life."
Okay.
Simple.
I get that one.
Just piano, and she come in like I fly with the star. You know what I mean? And just start spitting.
Piggy, what are we talking about? Piggy's the best intro.
The best. So? Okay, if we're talking mixtape, yeah, I'll give you that.
We talking songs in general. In my opinion, Itty Bitty Piggy is the best way she came out.
Well, I guess.
She came out rapping that shit, and she was like, whoa, hold the fuck up.
But that's not the first 30 seconds. That takes a minute to get there.
It's pretty early in the song. I gotta look at it as exact.
It's not that early. It's not as early as you think.
Yeah, let's talk about this, man. What songs? Let's all give one song that you feel like was this is just something we saw on Instagram, or Casey saw on Instagram. Give all credit to Casey. Big shout out to Casey. Song. What is the song that you feel like was the best intro that you heard, or that you could think of?
I'm gonna say this. Like, since we're in our hip hop bag, the start of this song will always change my mood. Show Me What You Got by Jay-Z. Just the
Ooh.
horn on that.
Mm.
Just like, it's like, I think his ear musically is always like.
I think he had an actual drummer go in the studio and like
had to, because that's just too hard.
Crazy.
Too hard.
On that song. Go crazy.
Yeah.
I'ma say, man, I'ma say Humble. Kendrick.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I mean, the nigga he let you know what was up from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Either that or Element. One and two from that damn album. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed those. Really enjoyed those. Yeah.
I feel if we're gonna go Kendrick songs, it's gonna be All Right.
Oh yeah.
Once you hear that beat, it's like, that. Or I got another one, Dreams and Nightmares. Once you hear that piano, everyone starts clearing out.
Hey.
Oh shit.
Hey, if you ain't trying to get elbowed in the face, watch out.
There's a lot of pressure on
those
niggas
two
to
I got
remember
right
those lyrics.
there.
It's a lot of pressure.
I'm trying to think of like an R&B song that the intro is like.
R&B with a good intro. Damn.
Like you got to think about once you hear the intro, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this my shit."
Oh well, currently it's Snooze. I'm not gonna
Yeah, currently right now, when you hear this, once you hear that intro,
you can also say, I want to say "Put It Down" by Jasmine Sullivan. I'm not. I'm trying to think how that joint started.
Damn.
R&B, you said?
Yeah, I'm trying to, and I'm going in my Rolodex. I got a lot of fucking R&B songs in my head.
I feel like you gotta think about the classics.
He don't get it.
You gotta think about the classics. I don't know. I'm throwing stuff in there to help you guys think.
You know what? Any off whatchamacallit?
Miseducation?
Miseducation. I'm gonna say is it doo-wop?
Okay. You talking about when the piano?
You talking about X Factor?
Yeah.
I want to say X Factor.
No, X Factor's a good one too.
Doo-wop with as soon as you hear the piano, you know the song. Like we know the song.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna say my R&B.
What's yours?
I just gotta listen to it real quick to see if I remember it.
I fucking hate Jalen so much.
No. Like I got it, but like I gotta listen to the intro.
I kind of gotta go to the studio real quick, guys. Hold on.
No, not too much of an iconic one. Never mind. No? I thought it was, but it wasn't. I had to double check.
All right, we got two more things to discuss here, man. Jeezy filed for divorce.
Damn.
After 2 years. That's
unfortunate.
Young Jeezy. I'm not gonna say the
based on my reliable source known as X, also known as Twitter. It says here, Jeannie Mae admits to being emotionally abusive, challenging, disrespecting, and having a temper that she expected Jeezy to check, aka correct, and watch how we will let it slide. Nearly all men believe that they have to put up with his behavior. Jeezy walked away with his pride. Do I need to reread that? Could y'all hear me?
It was like in and out.
Yeah. You wasn't speaking into the mic. It's okay.
All right. Jeannie Mae admitted to being emotionally abusive, challenging, disrespecting, and having a temper that she expected Jeezy to check. Nearly all men believe they have to put up with this behavior. Jeezy walked away with his pride. Apparently that came up in a clip of some sorts. So, what do we think of these statements? KC.
Yeah, talk to me.
2 years and he's filing for a divorce. Do you think he gave it enough time?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
They got married quick.
I think that they got married quick. Marriage is also hard. I don't think people understand that. I've never been married. Let me rephrase. I've yet to be married. But I think it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? I don't think that that's something that we should take lightly. And I also think there's like this trend that has happened where people are getting married quicker. And I don't know if that necessarily means that it's going to work.
I feel like once you reach a certain age, like the older people get married quick. Like when you're in your 40s and 50s, you get married quick. That's why you always find like them old dudes who would be like, I'm on my third, fourth marriage. Like after a certain age, I feel like you know what you want.
I cannot understand a motherfucker who says till death do us part and you don't die, you get divorced, right? Listen, hear me out. You don't die, y'all just get divorced, and then you marry again. How the fuck can you say till death do you part? You didn't mean it the last time.
It says it every time too.
Yeah, you gotta say it. It's
crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I've always thought about. You've been married how many times? So how many times you said till death, and really you mean till Tuesday?
It's damn.
Well, normally, in most of those cases, the woman is filing for divorce. This situation here is very interesting. Like, I have rarely seen
a nigga be like, nah.
I feel like all these celebrity relationships
Jeezy was
marriages.
really like,
going through
I'm not putting up with this, fam. And I don't know if I don't know if we respect it.
You know what?
She was married before.
Oh yeah, this was her second.
This was her second marriage.
She said till death multiple times, right?
I just feel like you can't just be like, oh, I'm not dealing with this. If you marry someone, it's like it's so important to like.
But we don't know what he endured before.
Yeah, if it is emotionally abusive, I do think some people like to say if it's not physical. Like if it was because people will straight up say if it was physical abuse or something, then you should leave. But I think I do think we got to put that into consideration.
You think she was emotionally manipulated him by not giving him any, and this is why he left?
No, there was an interview that says she likes to please her man or some shit like that.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe she just mean to him. Maybe you don't like that. Maybe she just mean to him. He don't like it.
You know what? But I also would like to name that when we're looking at the racial spectrum, Asian tends to be close to what race?
White? Is that where you're going?
Yep. Yeah. Follow me.
I'm following.
This black man, right? He's just like, nope, you're not about to get me caught up in some shit. Because when I finally kind of meet you where you're at and I'm giving you that energy, then it becomes
see? Yeah, then I look crazy. Then
I look like the villain. I'm the bad guy. And I feel like men get a lot of like flack for if they mention like, oh, I was assaulted or, you know what I mean? So I think he was smart in the sense of saying, before this even get to the next spot or the next step, I'm just going to go ahead and walk away because it's not worth me fucking up, my shit. He just wrote a book. He got a lot of good shit going. I think it's smart to be like, I'm going to walk out because I could just, this is not going to end well for me if I stick around and continue to fuck around with you.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like if you're famous, don't even bother getting married. It's gonna.
we've seen. Well, there's actually a decent.
If you're like in the spotlight,
but I do think it's hard though.
It's hard, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody knew Courtney B. Vance and Angela Bassett was married for like 20-something years, and they going strong. Like they ain't in the spotlight. I feel like when you like when you're in the blogs and the outlets and stuff like that, you gotta like stay like low key if you're gonna marry someone famous. I feel like.
I think that's like Offset and Cardi's problem too. But you know what? I respect them because they thug that shit out.
I feel like
you know what I mean
about it.
They do that thing.
Thug that shit out.
They sure do.
Yeah. You be making it work, boy. That boy Offset be like, "Cardi, come back to me, come back to me, Cardi. You know what I do." All right, hey, and Tiana Taylor and Iman, I hope y'all figure that out. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, take what y'all want to take for this episode. You know what I'm saying? Nikki, don't get mad at me. My apologies if I sounded high on this episode about the R&B shit.
Act your age.
Diddy.
Act your fucking age. That's what I'm talking about, Jalen.
Act your age.
This is the No Clearance Podcast, man. Stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace.